What up, guys? It's Ryan from PhoneWagon. We're on day 12 of our morning updates. We got Blue Bottle today. Again, we're back. It's kind of almost gone. That's a little embarrassing. So yeah, day 12, morning updates. It's beautiful here today in New York City. You can probably hear the sirens going off. That's very on brand for New York, and that's what we were going for. So one of the things I want to talk about today that I was just going over with one of my buddies is tracking your sales funnel by lead source. And let me tell you why this is so important. So if you look at your blended sales funnel, okay, and just to give everyone an idea, sales funnel is going to be at a very, very high level, and different businesses will have different points and different touch points in the sales funnel. But at a high level, it's going to be leads that you get in, then either pitches or consultations or demos, and then sales, right? There might be different again, like different touch points in there. You might have to set an appointment, and then you might have to see how many people are going to show up for the appointment. So there might be little metrics in there that you're going to want to optimize. But ultimately, kind of the high-level leads, appointments or demos or consultations, sales, and that's what the sales funnel looks like. And it's really important to know your blended funnel. Okay, so out of last month we got 100 leads. Of those 100 leads, we were able to do or have 60 appointments, and of those 60 appointments, 40 people bought. That'd be a really pretty good closing rate, 40 out of 60, right? So that, like 67% close rate. That's really awesome. I was actually just talking to another friend of mine who is a wedding coordinator, and it's the same thing. So basically, they get inbound inquiries for people that are looking to have a wedding at their venue. And what she does is she reaches out to them and schedules a tour of the property, right? And they go on a tour of the property, and then she's able to then close a certain amount of brides and groom. Usually, the brides make the decision. And then have their wedding there. But it's the same thing. It's a sales funnel. My point, though, so you want to know your metrics, but you also want to know your metrics by source, because your blended numbers might look okay, right? They might look pretty good, and you might say, okay, everything's fine. Let me keep all of my different campaigns turned on because everything seems to be going well. However, you might dive in and find that one or two campaigns are actually not working, and you could either turn them off, get the same amount of sales from less leads, less spend, making your return on investment even higher, or you might be able to optimize those campaigns that aren't working and get them to work, and then obviously everything will also be higher as well, because you'll now be getting more sales from the same amount of spend, or a little bit higher spend if you're able to then bump up the sales. But it's really, really important to track the metrics of the sales funnel by source so that you aren't wasting money, and then so that you are able to optimize each of your different campaigns. So for instance, if you guys are doing, say you're a small business, say you're a chiropractor, right? And if you're doing, some campaigns on ZocDoc, maybe you can optimize certain things. I actually was just on there and I was looking at reviews, but then what happens is it's the doctor, and then you go to book an appointment, and it's like, actually, you're going to be with an assistant, like a physician's assistant. You're like, whoa, I don't want, the B squad. I'm looking for the doc. So maybe they lose conversions on that. Also, a lot of chiropractors and other kind of medical businesses, not necessarily true like doctors, but chiropractors, physical therapists, cosmetic surgeons, they'll do a lot of like lead gen, pay per call. They'll do a lot of things like that. So you want to really pay attention to your sources, the campaigns that you have going, to see which ones are actually working, and then the different funnels by each of them. Because a lot of them, the good thing is if they are working, you are able to crank the spend on them and able to increase your leads by a certain, depending on the traffic that you have in those sources, almost, a lot. So you can increase, if it's working, boom, instantly deploy capital into that campaign, and then you'll be able to get more sales by it. So really important. That's what we're doing today, is we're looking at different channels that we have going. We got some working, so we're going to say, let's open the floodgates on them and see if the conversion funnel continues to hold for those channels. If it does, boom, throwing cash into it, and then we're going to see what it shakes out to. So super excited about that. Tuesday, beautiful day. Have a great day. Love you guys.